Hello everyone! It is I, the good witch Haku, student of the arts and warrior of peace, here today with my actual voice and a brand new face. And now, eat this sucker! I'm sorry, I just really wanted to say that. Well, hello everyone, I'm Hocus Pocus, and if you don't know me, I'm just a small artist who about 3 to 4 years ago started to clumsily learn animation and decided to post them here on YouTube, and now decided to take a shot at VTubing. And in case that you do know me, well, I am so sorry. I actually planned to keep posting while I did all of this, but I just got so busy. And by the time I actually started making progress, it already been like 2 years. So I was like, well, they already waited for this long. They can wait a little longer. But at last, here am I. So we might as well know each other a little better. Well, the name is Haku, and that's kind of it. I couldn't really think of a last name in time. But so I decided to call myself Haku for now. I'm a Dragon Mage VTuber whose main focus is digital art and animation. I'm also a Pisces, an NFJ, and I was born in March 13th, which was when this video was supposed to came out, but I couldn't finish in time. So I'm so sorry about that one too. I feel like this is the story of my life. Anyway, I have ADHD and I think that's it. Where do I live? In my room, mostly. I mean, why would I go outside? Have you seen what's happening outside? There's only pain, death, and their disappointment happening outside. I am not going outside. I have no need of going outside. I have no desire going outside. I am not going outside. I live in Brazil. Moving on, my hobbies. Well, as you guys probably noticed by the theme of the channel right now, I love watching cartoons. I love watching them. I love making fun art about them. They are a huge part of the reason of why I started drawing in the first place and why I started learning animation in the first place. So yeah, they're a huge part of my childhood and a huge part of my life. I also really like drawing, and I really like to play video games. Okay, so things I'm good at. I'm good at drawing, I'm good at editing, and I'm really good at bullshitting. I have ADHD. Untreated and undiagnosed ADHD. And that's because I actually did all the tests, and the lady who was testing me was like, okay, so you actually have a lot of symptoms of ADHD. You actually might even be inside the spectrum, but I can't really give you a diagnosis because I need you to make 1 year of therapy, and I am just telling you this after you paid for all the tests. To which I was like, ha! And which is why I have a really hard time learning things the way everyone else does. It's always been like this since I was a child in high school and even in some work-related experiences. And which is also why I end up becoming very good at filling up words and making people believe I'm actually succeeding. Because I kind of realized that if I didn't really know how to do that, I would be kind of screwed. Things that I'm not good at. Well, everything else except for the 3 things that I just said earlier. Okay, for real now. Most of the time I actually just have a really hard time focusing, like I said earlier. And I also have a hard time planning and sticking to my plan and organizing myself. And basically everything that requires more than 2 brain cells. Okay, I'm also really bad at like sitting still for long periods of time because like I said, I have ADHD and I just cannot stand still for more than like 3-5 minutes for the life of me. Or I will go insane. Of course, there's a few exceptions when I'm like really focusing on something, like when I'm drawing or when I'm really I forgot the word. What's the word again? Immerse on a video game. When I'm like playing for 12 hours straight. That's when I actually can sit still, but I'm usually still doing something with my hands. Okay, something else I'm really bad at is actually socializing. Okay, so it's not like I don't like being social, it's more like I have a pretty bad case of social anxiety. If you know me for this past 2 years, you guys probably noticed by now that I'm used to like posting and then disappearing and then posting again after 2 or 3 months and just disappearing again without a word. And that kind of happens because I usually end up getting really I usually end up getting really overwhelmed when I post something. I overthink everything I'm gonna say. I overthink how to respond to comments, and it's just like my personal hell. I am really getting better at this right now. Like, it used to be way worse, especially when I first started to post my animatics. But I'm actually getting way better at this, and I actually hope that with this VTube model, it will get easier and easier with time. Like Stanley said, it always fits eventually. That's what I'm hoping for at least. And which is also why I kind of wanted to take a moment to thank you guys for all the kind comments you guys left over my videos over the years. It really helped me a lot in more ways than you guys can ever think. My favorite things. Okay, I guess I'm starting with my favorite movies for this one. Okay, my favorite movies of all time are Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Zootopia, Turning Red, and Spirited Away. Okay, it might look like from this list that I don't watch anything else but animated movies, which is completely not true. I do watch other types of stuff as well, but like I said before, cartoons and animated movies have been a huge part of my childhood, and they are still a huge part of my life. So the movies on this list are the ones that inspire me, are the ones that amazed me, are the ones that have been very important for me in a certain period of my life. So they made it to the list because of all these little different reasons. Now for my favorite cartoons, The Owl House, obviously, Amphibia, She-Ra the Princess of Power, and Knights of Guinevere. And I know Knights of Guinevere only have like 1 episode so far, but then it kind of cursed me since the Owl House to be completely obsessed with everything that she makes. So, and I'm still kind of coping with the fact that the Owl House were cancelled, so just let me cope. Just let me cope, okay? Now, for my favorite anime, I would say One Piece, Free Eating, Atelier of a Witch Hat, that hasn't really came out yet. The anime is actually releasing now in April, but I read the manga and believe me, they're really cooking with this one. And for last but not least, Dan Dan Dan, which might seem an odd one, I know, but believe me, I have my reasons for this one. I maybe make a video talking about this someday. My goals. Well, first of all, I really want to go back into animating. I want to go back studying animation, and I want to go back making animatics again. Like I said before, I really didn't want to stop doing them. It was never my intention to stop doing them. I just ended up getting very busy in this last like 2 years, so I wasn't able to keep posting consistently, and I wasn't able to keep making them consistently. But I really want to change that now. Like when I did escapism, that was literally just me being like, okay, I don't care if this is shorter, I don't care if it doesn't look as good as I want to, I just really want to go back into making this. So I did. I actually already have like 3 animatics planned for the next few months. I will not decide a release date for them because honestly, like I said, I'm bad at planning, and I do not want to make promises that I can keep again. I'm terrible at predicting when I'm gonna be able to finish those. Like, I'm actually recording this video finishing recording this video in the day that I'm releasing him. So as you guys probably noticed, I am not good with deadlines. And like I was saying, I have 3 animatics planned already. I have one for Digital Circus, I have another one for Nights of Guinevere, and I have probably my last one for the Owl House. And I say it like that because I also don't want to make promises that I can keep for this one. Like, as I said before, the Owl House, it is my favorite show from all time. I have a lot of love for the show. I really relate to Luz in many different ways, and the show was very important for me for many reasons, to which I'm gonna actually talk about in another video. But I do not know if this is gonna be my last one for the Owl House, because I kind of already have some scrapped ideas that I really wanted to make, and I already started making before I worked on Ordinary, and I just feel like it would be such a shame to just completely discard that ideas. So I'm just thinking about that right now. I also really want to start making more videos, and not just videos about animatics. I've been thinking about making behind the scenes for my animatics and talk a little bit of my process. I've been thinking about making tutorials. I've been thinking about even make some videos for some cartoons that I like, talking about why I like them and some curious things about them. And I would actually really like to start making Let's Plays in the future, but I'm just learning how to record right now, so this still looks a little bit as a very distant dream for now. I also would really like to start streaming one day, but it's already been really hard to record as it is. I had a lot of trouble making this video. I am actually still making this video as I'm recording this to post it today. So I don't feel very confident to stream right now. Oh, also, if you guys have new ideas for some of these videos that I could make, let me know in the comments. And for last but not least, I kinda just want to see how far I can go with all this. Like, when I first started making my animatics, I had no idea what I was doing, and most of the time, as you guys probably noticed by now, I still don't. The only thing that I actually knew was that I was having fun, and I also knew that I was making a lot of mistakes with every single one of them, which means I was also learning something different with every single one of them. And even though they weren't really symmetrical or perfect, they were mine, and I love every single one of them. And I even love how different and how wrong some of them are, because it's a reminder for me that I already did better and I can do even better in the future. And I'm just looking forward to look back and finding out how future me or you guys feel about all of this someday. And I guess that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching this video. If you like my content and the stuff that I said today, please consider liking and subscribing. You guys can also follow me in my social media. I have an Instagram, a Facebook, and a Twitter, but I'm actually more active on Instagram. So if you actually want to see me post consistently, please follow me there. I will try focusing on my other social media later. All of my links are in the description, and I'll see you guys the next time. Bye!